Chair recognizes Chairman Setzler to speak to the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, the time is short this afternoon, but I did want to thank the author of the bill, and I'd like to thank the members of this body who are bringing forward a great, balanced bill that I believe takes care of the small person. If you imagine a young lady pushing a baby cart down North Avenue, walking onto the Georgia Tech campus to show her young child or kids where she went to school, the idea that you can walk down North Avenue bearing arms to exercise your right to protect yourself, and then face the current reality that as soon as she turns onto the Georgia Tech campus, she's now committing a felony under Georgia law, just doesn't pass the common sense test. I'd like to thank this General Assembly because what we're talking about here is public college campuses. We're talking about campuses that we as a public have an obligation to protect. We're talking about circumstances where there are 21-year-olds or older, in many cases non-traditional students or military veterans. We're talking about a bill that doesn't allow weapons in dorms, for frat houses or sporting events. And we're talking about a circumstance that addresses a concern that I've heard from faculty members of the idea that brandishing rifles and weapons on campus is inconsistent with education. This bill's duty to conceal the firearm is a balanced middle ground step that I think everybody in this body ought to be able to support. Like representatives before me said, we could certainly go further. Perhaps if we recognized the fundamental Second Amendment rights as strongly as we should, perhaps we would be advised to do so. But I'd like to thank the author, I'd like to thank this body and ask for strong and overwhelming support for HB 859 today. It's a balanced bill, it's a bill we can all be proud of, and it's a bill that very importantly protects Georgians.
Gentleman has yielded the well. Is there any objection to adopting the committee substitute? The chair hears none. The committee substitute is adopted. Is there any objection to agreeing to the report of the committee, which was favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Shall this bill now pass? All those in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye. All those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, the clerk will lock the machine on the passage of House Bill 859. The ayes are 113, the nays are 59. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed.